The Americans with Disabilities Act, simply known as the ADA, is a landmark civil rights law enacted in 1990 to protect the rights of people with disabilities. Its original impetus, in my opinion, centered on employment protections, as well as ensuring that public entities such as cities and towns provide accessible public spaces and services. This includes features like curb cuts and accessible public transportation. Under employment law, a person with a disability is considered part of a protected class, meaning they cannot be discriminated against during hiring or in daily workplace practices because of their disability. Although the ADA is crucial, it is not a building code. It doesn't outline every measurement or requirement needed to make a building fully accessible. It does, however, set minimum standards in specific areas. For example, parking lots and garages must meet minimum guidelines for the number of accessible parking spaces based on their overall size. If you ever question whether a specific lot or garage meets ADA guidelines, you can look up these requirements online. For the purpose of my accessibility reviews, I assume that buildings, parking lots, and garages have passed inspection and comply with ADA regulations. My focus is on real world accessibility. How comfortable, safe, and practical is it for a person with physical disabilities to patronize a particular business? This approach led to the development of the 4Ps, which formed the foundation of Jilly J's accessibility reviews. The 4Ps are parking, portal, pathway, and potty. For parking, although I assume legal compliance, I focus on practical usability. Are accessible parking spaces easy to find? Is there a loading zone that allows someone to safely exit a vehicle? Is there a curb cut that allows a wheelchair user or someone who uses a cane or walker to move smoothly from the parking area onto the sidewalk without needing to step up? Portal is the entrance. Portal refers to how a person gets into the business. Is there a clear, unobstructed path to the entrance? If a ramp is needed, is it available and accessible? Once at the door, can a person open it independently? Is the door automated? If not, is it light enough for someone using mobility aids to manage? Or are employees readily available to assist? Pathway is interior navigation. Pathway refers to how easily someone can move inside the business. Is there adequate space between tables, displays, or walkways for someone with a wheelchair, walker, or cane to maneuver without difficulty or discomfort? And last, but certainly not least, potty. The restroom, often one of the most important accessibility factors, must be practical and comfortable for someone with physical disabilities. While the ADA outlined some standards, real world experiences taught me that many potties do not make it easy. So, again, the first thing, is it well marked and easy to get to? Is there kind of like pathway? Is the pathway to the potty also clear and accessible? And then once at the potty, the door, is it automatic or is it again light enough and easy enough to use independently, whether you have walking aids with you or not? And then once inside the bathroom, is there oversized stall or area that someone in a wheelchair could access the potty? And there must be grab bars. And then the sink area to wash your hands. Is it easy to access? And for me, I use it one-handed because my right hand works. My left hand right now is mostly just for show. It's there, but it follows no instructions. So, and also it needs to be accessible for someone in a wheelchair. Could they roll up to it and reach everything? Can you easily turn on the water and reach the faucet? Can you get to the soap and paper towels or a hand dryer safely and conveniently? And then can you get out of the bathroom? Which seems like a silly thing to say, but I was once trapped in a bathroom, not for long. I had gone to the bathroom at a nearby restaurant and I had my cane. Someone had helped me get in or gone to the bathroom with me. I don't remember. But then when I came out of the bathroom, the door was so heavy, I was unable to get it open and hold it because with a cane, you have to kind of hang it on your wrist while you're doing stuff. And it was so heavy, I couldn't hold it open far enough to get out with the cane hung on my wrist. So I had to open the door enough that I could yell out to someone at the server station who would come open the door for me while I exited, which is humiliating and annoying. So I don't want other people to have to deal with that if they don't have to. So knowing ahead of time that one of your friends or family who's with you needs to come to the bathroom with you is a good thing to know.